With 31 pieces of hero equipment in the game, let's break down each hero's best equipment builds so you can maximize their power. Starting with the Minion Prince, we have his default combo, the Dark Orb and Henchman Puppets. This is still great for general use due to it offering good DPS and survivability for the Prince. It still works very well in air spam, along with working quite well in ground armies like Root Riders. This gives him the support he needs for himself and other troops, while also offering a slow to keep the army moving between buildings, while also offering tanks to soak up seeking air mines, and even to hide himself from high single target defenses with the 1 second invisibility. Additionally, we have his newest combo featuring the new Dark Crown and Dark Orb. This is a fairly good setup for air spam related attacks, but not much else. Since most air spam armies use the dragons, you will often get the full boost with just 9 dragons falling. However, this is mainly good for higher town hall levels who can afford to lose 180 housing space, so while it's not the worst option for him, it's not as flexible, but it's still going to be a good choice if you have the ores to spare. However, one underrated option is the Metal Pants with the Noble Iron. This is a very good combo anytime your Prince is used to funnel, specifically needing the Angry Jelly, and when paired with the Siege Barracks, this can be a very reliable funnel. However, you can also use it with a Prince charge, with the Warden offering a bit of support as they move between defenses. Just be sure to use the Angry Jelly with the Prince for the best results. Moving over to the Archer Queen next, we have her current best build being the Action Figure and Magic Mirror combo. By far the best for both survivability and damage thanks to the Giant Giant's high HP along with the Cloned Queens and Giant Giant's high DPS. This is mainly great within hero dives and smash attacks as it can get you plenty of value as they move inside the base. However, you can also use this to funnel with the help of the Siege Barracks, of course, to set up great pathing to get your main troops in. However, you can also use the Magic Mirror with the Healer Puppets. Similar to the Action Figure version, it's quite solid inside and outside the base. Its ability to keep your queen alive with the healers along with the high DPS of the Cloned Queens is just very solid. Just be aware that the healers can still die early on and result in not getting much survivability out of this combo than usual. If you don't have any epic equipment for the Archer Queen, you can always go with the tried and true Giant Arrow Healer Puppet combo. This combo is by far one of the best as there are so many things that you can do with it. From setting up funneling with a short queen walk to being able to activate invisibility spell towers or even clearing spell towers out with the help of 2 earthquake spells. It has so much versatility that it has to be one of her best. Just be sure to aim the giant arrow or else you might not get the value you want from it. You also have a similar version in the Action Figure Giant Arrow combo. This is the more optimal version when using the Giant Arrow as it can do all of the same things as the Healer Puppet version, but with a beefy tank that can do DPS. It can work very well to keep your queen alive or even move in with your ground army to help smash defenses. You really can't go wrong with this setup if you have the ores to get your action figure upgraded. Up next is the Barbarian King, as we have his current best option, the Earthquake Boots and the Spiky Ball. The combo of these two is just unmatched for the King, as it allows you to just open large amounts of walls with ease while doing instant damage with the Spiky Ball. In combination, this can clear a large majority of defenses, and if they can't remove them from the base, it will significantly weaken them. This makes it an all-around great combo regardless if your King is inside or outside the base. Another solid option is the Giant Gauntlet with the Rage Vial. While this is no longer his best, this combo still works in plenty of situations, from funneling very quickly on the outside of the base, or even being used inside the base to smash buildings thanks to its splash damage and high damage resistance. It's just a rather simple combo that still is a good choice to this very day. And a slightly underrated option currently is the Snake Bracelet and Spiky Ball combo. Originally, the Snake Bracelet was seen as a less than optimal equipment, but with time, it is shown to have excellent versatility as a funneling equipment. So, using this with the Spiky Ball grants your king with a much higher HP pool that allows him to survive for a large majority of time, while also having instant damage with the Spiky Ball. This is basically a better version of the Vamp Stash Spiky Ball combo, but the king has a lot more HP to work with and spawns snakes over time to clear buildings if they are overwhelming them or they're being tanked for by the Barbarian King. Now moving over to the Royal Champion, we have her current best being the Electro Boots and the Haste Vial. This combo is just super good and you can use it for any Royal Champion charge. Thanks to the Electro Boots' passive DPS along with the self-healing and the Haste Vial's attack speed increase and faster movement speed, you can use this to clear defenses with absolute ease. No matter if you are using a short Royal Champion charge with 5 invisibility spells or a Royal Champion charge that's long with 11 or even 12 invisibility spells, pairing this combo with them allows you to clear plenty of defenses while even having a rage for even greater damage. Additionally, you have the Royal Champion's Electro Boots and Rocket Spear combo. This is a very solid option that, while slower, is very much viable as well. This exchanges the faster attack speed inside the base for having the rocket spears snipe defenses from the outside before starting the Royal Champion charge. This doesn't have any major downsides other than it taking more time, but it can be quite a solid option if you have the ores for both epic equipment. Now, if you usually don't use a Royal Champion charge or you don't need to use the Haste Vial, the Hog Puppet with her Electro Boots are another solid choice. This combo is more for those who want additional support inside the base with the Hog Rider spawns and the 1-second invisibility to give your Royal Champion a chance to stay alive for longer. You can often use this combo within Super Hog, Hog, Hybrid, or Mass Miner attacks as they can all benefit from this equipment. You can also use this with her on the back end to keep her alive with a lot of healing and tanking from the Hog Rider spawns. And finally, we get to the Grand Warden, where one of his best still remains the Eternal Tome with the Healing Tome. This combo is still tried and true due to the importance of the invincibility and large healing output that this combo has. Usually, this is best for units with high HP, as they can fully embrace the larger healing output from the Healing Tome while still staying protected within the Eternal Tome. While there is going to be a change to the Eternal Tome coming in the near future, this still remains a top tier choice. Additionally, we have the Eternal Tome with the Rage Gem. Unlike the Life Gem, the Rage Gem is meant to buff the DPS of units and is often a lot better with armies that do not always need the Healing Tome, such as dragons, super dragons, and even root riders. This can boost their damage even further while they move across the base and staying protected from the Eternal Tome. If you have healers under this combo, you can not only protect them, but also boost their healing output. However, we cannot forget the Fireball and Rage Gem combo. For those of you who love to use Mass Furnace, Rocket Loons, or Super Witch attacks, this combo gives you the ability to turn your Warden into a DPS machine. This allows you to clear areas off the base to create a funnel for attacks like Super Witches while supporting them via the Rage Gem, or even using the Fireball to clear the core of the base while your Warden does a charge throughout the entire base, and using the Rage Gem to boost up the healer's healing output to keep him alive. These are just some options that you can choose depending on what combos you prefer using and which strategies you love to use. However, if you want the easiest armies for every town hall level, check this video out right here, and YouTube says this video is right for you.